afternoon in this room writing, because he was dictating to me all these things. And I said, look at the nice weather, and I'm not even meeting my friends. And one day I said, all right, if it is you, because I had also doubts, if it is you giving me all this dictation, these things, nobody will know about them. All these papers that I've been writing now will finish in a drawer and collect dust. Nobody would even read this. He said, I am God, and what I have blessed and commenced, I will finish, and I will send you to all nations to give and transmit my message. I will not let anybody not know about it, but I will give the possibility to every nation to read my love letter to them. And he called it his love letter, although the title is called True Life in God. True Life in God. But he calls it his love hymn, he calls it his love letter to all humanity. Because I want you to know that when God the Father speaks, when he speaks, he doesn't come to speak to crush you down and condemn you. He comes to give you hope, to lift you, tell you, hey, you are my child, but you forgot me, you know. Come back to your senses, because I'm your only father, and one day you'll finish up in my courts, and I want you to come up in my courts. I don't want you to be lost. So he comes back and tries to put some sense in our heads and asks us certain things that many people do not practice anymore, like turn to God, have him as first, pray. That's the key. The contact to God is prayer. Because when you pray, you speak to God, and it becomes a prayer. And the most powerful prayer that he has given us is called the unceasing prayer. Now you'll say, what is this unceasing prayer? Well, I'll tell you when I'm going to speak about Jesus, what the unceasing prayer is. In the next, probably, program, I will speak about the unceasing prayer and what Jesus, how he taught us, and he teaches us. I say us because it's for you also, the message. And in fact, he says, take away Vassula's name from the beginning and put in your name, because I'm speaking to you and to everybody. It's not only for Vassula, this message, because if it was for Vassula, I would have her hidden, and she and I would have these messages for herself. But it's for the benefit of everybody. And I had a problem in the beginning to really believe that this is happening to me and to digest that our Creator is really speaking to me. I had never heard in my life before that God is giving locutions, this word locution, that God is speaking inside the soul, but distinctively, word for word. Even words in English that I never knew before, I got to know from God. One day he said, for instance, and he was sad, he came and he started with a word, let me think, now I can't remember right now even the word, but I will give you another word that I've learned from him. He said, when you think of me and when you pray to me, I become infatuated. The word infatuated, what is this word, infatuated? And I look at the dictionary later on, and I found that they give an example of a mother loving her child almost to craziness, you know, loving the child so much she becomes completely taken by the child. And that is how God loves us. I mean, to folly, I would say.